All right, just buckle up, y'all, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of screens with you on this one. All right, a lot of screens with you on this one. Let's get this moved up so you can see the top of my head. Not that you need to see the baldness. I don't think that's really a necessity, but that's okay. Anyways, hey, we're almost there. The start of the season is just around the corner. Can't wait. And with that, you get a couple of extra articles. And NFL Execs, Fowler does a big report, and he reported this on Sports Center that NFL executives are having a lot of fun comparing Jahmyr Gibbs to New Orleans Saints veteran Alvin Kamara. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to compare the two. We're going to compare where they were at the same time in their career. We're also going to go ahead and look at what that could mean for Kamara in his rookie season. And we're going to talk about what these NFL execs are saying. So first off, here's what Fowler reported, and here's what Fowler said. He said, Jahmyr Gibbs, 12th overall pick, is a trendy preseason wise by the execs I talked to for offensive rookie of the year. So they're saying Jahmyr Gibbs is this trendy rookie of the year pick, kind of even over Bijan, which I find to be very, very unique because I think they're both in a similar situation, but Jahmyr Gibbs has kind of more of a proven running back in the backfield with him. I know the Falcons have a good two-headed monster as well, but it does sound like the Falcons are going to try and not overwork Robinson. And the Lions are not going to overwork Gibbs. So I think they're going to be in a very similar situation. He said teams believe he's going to have a major impact on the Lions offense, kind of like Kamara has for the Saints as a pass catcher out of the backfield. I was in training camp with the Lions a few weeks ago. He looks really good, natural as a pass catcher, so he will be a big part of what the Lions do Thursday nights. Okay. So here's what I kind of want to start looking at from this. And I told you I'd share a lot of screens with you. So first, we're going to start with the athleticism test. Then we're going to go to the stats. And then we're going to go to the offense. Sound good? That's how I want to do it. So first, let's go ahead and I'm going to share with you Alvin Kamara. And you know me. I'm a big proponent of RAS. And don't worry about it. That's just don't worry about it. Anyways, that was a commercial. But here it is. RAS, he had a raw athletic score of 8.08. Not great. All right. So, I mean, it's not bad. All right. He had an elite explosion grade, vertical and broad jump. He had a poor agility grade, which I thought was just nuts. His 40-yard dash was a 4.53. 20-yard split was good, 2.61, 1.55, 10-yard split. So he had some good stuff going on in there. But he also, when you look at height and weight, 5'10", 214. Okay. There's the slight edge. His size grade was okay coming out. So let's go ahead and look at what Jahmyr Gibbs is doing with this. And I'm just taking a second to find it. All right. So he has, look at that, somewhat similar, 8.07. Okay. But where they are different is how they're elite. So while Alvin Kamara maybe struggled with his agility grade and he had a poor agility grade, Jahmyr Gibbs has a horrible size grade. All right. But he's considerably faster. He is an absolute elite speed at the running back possession, one of the best to ever test as far as speed goes on a running back side of things. All right. He also didn't do the agility testing. So he didn't have a lot to make up for that 8.07. All right. But when you look at weird things like arm length, hand size, their hands are the exact same size. Kamara's arms are 2 inches bigger. Does that matter? I don't think so. All right. So that's fine. We now know that. But what about their stats? This is what I always find to be interesting. What did they do in college? They both played in the SEC, not that far apart. So you can't even be that upset about it. So here's what you look at when you're looking at Kamara. He had 100 attempts each of his 2 years at Tennessee. I remember him there. I think that was the Butch Jones teams. I'm not positive, but I remember him there. And I remember when he got drafted in the 3rd round, I'm like, all right, this guy's good. Nothing like remarkably spectacular, but also he's really good. All right. So he averages 6.2 yards per carry with 210 carries. And then He has 34 and 40 receptions for a total of 74 catches. So he had a lot of catches for an average of 9.2 yards. All said and done, okay, he has 2,000, almost 2,000 scrimmage yards in 2 years with an average of 7 yards per touch, okay, with 23 touchdowns. Okay, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad. So let's go ahead and see what we're looking at when we got our boy Jahmyr Gibbs. All right. And for this, we're going to look at the whole composite, but it's not a ton here. So at Georgia Tech, he averaged 5.2 yards a carry, but this is the best one to look at for apples to apples, the SEC. So let's look at 2022 with Alabama. He had 151 attempts at 6.1 yards per carry. All right. So just know that is almost identical to the 2 years that Alvin Kamara was at Tennessee, his sophomore and junior year. Almost identical. Alvin Kamara was 6.2. As far as the catches go, 44 catches for an average of 10 yards per catch. Kamara, remember, average of 9.8 with 40 catches in his junior campaign. Almost the exact same. Jahmyr Gibbs, 200 plays for 1,370 yards, an average of 7 yards. Okay, an average of 7 yards. Kamara, average 7 yards for total when it came from there. So that's kind of one of those cool things that you get to look at. When you look at them side by side, what they did in college was almost identical. It was almost identical. So you have to wonder, are they going to now, what is the scheme that they are going to be put in? And it felt like last year, Ben Johnson wanted so badly. He wanted so badly to be able to help Goff, be able to help, because the Lions are a team that we have no problem methodically moving the ball down the field. I think we're very confident in methodically moving the ball down the field. And when you look at guys, yes, we know Jamo's out 6 weeks. We don't right now have many of those explosive downfield threat guys. All right. I get it. Marvin Jones Jr., he's 34, right? We don't have DJ Chark anymore. We still have Khalif Raymond, but he's not going to overtly scare you. Same with St. Brown. He's more of a short to medium or mid-range kind of guy. And same with Josh Reynolds. So you don't have guys that like you need to put a safety back deep. So when you have someone like Gibbs, you can mess around with him. You can put him in the slot. You can put him on the outside. You can throw to him out of the backfield. You can mess around. You can extend the field with Laporta. And I think one of the things that Ben Johnson wanted to do so badly last year, and you could see it, he wanted to throw to the running back, but he just didn't have a running back that was reliable enough to do it. Swift was hurt. He had drops. He just wasn't seemingly consistent. It's almost like nobody trusted Swift to do what he was supposed to do, whether running or running a route. It just felt like nobody trusted Swift to do what he had to do, what he was supposed to do. So anyways, I just think like this could be a trendy pick. Almost everybody is going running backfield by committee. When you draft a guy like Gibbs, you know he's not going to be a workhorse, but he could very easily do kind of what Kamara did in his original season. What Kamara did in his original season is I'm trying to think. I have it here. Yeah, I got it. All right. He rushed for 897 yards. So he rushed for 900 yards with 2 touchdowns in 15 games. And he added 57 catches for 490 yards and 2 scores. That was the offensive rookie year. That was his 2022 season. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. When he was a rookie, he ran for 728 yards and he caught 81 balls for 826 yards. So that's what he was. He was a guy that was over 1,500 scrimmage yards. That's amazing, right? If you got that out of Gibbs, that's good stuff. And that is possible rookie of the year candidacy. So do you think he could be the rookie of the year? That's the question I have for you. And how excited are you to see him against the Chiefs? And with all the firepower the Chiefs have, Gibbs may be the fastest guy on the field, or the most electric guy on the field. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, subscribe, do it. All right. And hey, like the video. Thanks for watching.